Welcome to Trendy Flix, your ultimate destination for the latest in movies, TV shows, and streaming trends. Subscribe now and stay ahead of the entertainment curve. Kevin Costner disappointed with how Yellowstone handled exit rumors as show sets new premiere date. Costner has portrayed John Dutton in the series for 5 seasons. With a Yellowstone return date now in sight, Kevin Costner cannot help but feel disappointed in how the rumors surrounding his exit were handled by production. "I loved the show. I liked the people on the show. I liked what it was about. I love that world," the 69-year-old actor who has portrayed John Dutton in the series for 5 seasons, told People magazine. After the first half of the 5th season aired late last year, the show took a break for the holidays. They were set to return to filming at the top of the new year, but that was pushed back to sometime this summer. The cast is currently filming in Montana. While Costner was ready to continue, he said the scripts weren't there. "There was a moment where that show for me stopped for 14 months. That's the fact," he said. "I could have done a lot of things in that time, but I wasn't aware that hold-up was going to happen." On Thursday, Paramount Network announced that the final half of Season 5 is set to premiere on Sunday, November 10. Ahead of the news, Costner said he was well aware of the online buzz surrounding his exit and was not thrilled with the lack of support from production. "I read all the stories," he said. "I was disappointed that nobody on their side ever stepped up to defend what it was I actually did for them. There came a moment where I thought, wow, when is somebody going to say something about what I have done versus what I haven't done?" Despite the disappointment, Costner told the outlet he would still be interested in returning and tying up any loose ends. "I've always felt that it might be an interesting moment to come back and finish the mythology of this modern-day family," he said. "And if that happens, I would step into it if I agreed with how it was being done. In the very end, I couldn't do any more for it than I had already done," he added. It is still unclear if Costner will return for the final episodes. In an interview with Deadline last month, Costner said he lived up to his contract despite ongoing speculation and opened up about the series of events that led to the show's demise. "There was no script," Costner, who has yet to film the second half of Season 5B, revealed. "And then things imploded. You've been reading one version of the show's issues for a year and a half." Multiple sources kept alleging that Costner only wanted to work for 1 week to film the rest of the episodes, which would be difficult to do as he is the star of the show. "I left my movie, Horizon, to be on time for them for 5B, Costner said. "I left exactly when they wanted, and it made it hard on me. It turns out they didn't have the scripts for 5B. They needed 4 more days just to complete the first 8 episodes. I left early to give them what they needed to have a complete 8, and I felt bad that the audience didn't get 10. They didn't have the scripts for anything else." He added, "So what you read in the end was that I said, well, look, I'm doing my movie. If you want me to work a week because you want to kill me or whatever else, I can give you a week. I really didn't have that week to give them, but I said, I'll do that. And then they spun that into, I only wanted to work a week. Do you think that's who I am?" He continued, "I've never missed a day of work. I've never left before fulfilling my contractual obligations. A lot of times I stay as much as I can." Costner, who has faced plenty of criticism over the future of the show, admitted he was bothered by the production's lack of support. "They were silent and that bothered me in the world of how you do things," he confessed. "Why don't you stick up for me? I went and sold this thing for you. I was going to only do 1 season. I made it for 3. I fulfilled 3. So I went from 1 to 3, then I did a 4th one for them, and they wanted to do 3 more. So I made the contract to do that. They imploded. I had a contract to do 5, 6, and 7. I was contracted to do that. There's nothing I could have done to get out of that. Nor was I trying to just figure out how when we started. Production didn't have the scripts, and they wrote these other 3 shows," he added, referencing the various Yellowstone spin-offs. "They don't ever talk about that. And all they did was remember we were releasing the series in June, then it moved